So it's been a year and a day since the first of these Finding God in the Times of COVID, and man, a lot has changed and a lot has stayed the same. I was thinking about how there's so much conversation about reuniting, sort of reconnecting with family and friends, and looking to see what that looks like, what shape it takes. And there are all the guidelines that local governors have been putting forth, or the CDC. But, at the root of it is this desire to reconnect. And I've talked to a lot of people who aren't sure they're going to know how to reconnect anymore. Are you going to know how to approach people, how to have conversations? What do you do when you're face to face, I guess we'd say, like in vivo with other people. The one piece that I continue to hear is people want to be with friends, which of course, is part of our desire to be back together with family and friends, people we love. There's also this calling in our scriptures, Christian scriptures, Jewish scriptures, to welcome the stranger. And I've been wondering, what does it look like to try to return to welcoming the stranger too, whether it's, on our personal level, trying to be open to people. The scriptures usually say sort of the widows, the orphans, the outsiders, the outcasts. And whether it's widows, orphans, or outcasts, or whether it's just folks we happen to not know in our circles in which we walk or live or swim, or whether it's, in a broader sense, how do we welcome strangers, immigrants? Because God told the Israelites, welcome a stranger, for you were once strangers in the land of Egypt. So one thing that's for sure is that over and over, God breaks down all the barriers that are divisions and urges us, calls us, commands us to welcome all. There's a little tune that speaks to this. God welcomes all, strangers and friends. God's love is strong and it never ends. God welcomes all, strangers and friends. God's love is strong and it never ends. God welcomes all, strangers and friends. God's love is strong and it never ends. So as we find God in these times of COVID on March the 18th, and maybe we think about what it'll be like when, or maybe you're already there, able to see people. What does it look like to see friends and also strangers? Because God's love is strong and it never ends. Welcoming all, strangers and friends. Blessings on your day.